Have you ever found yourself going back to play older games? Well, you are not alone. Let's talk about why older games feel better to play than modern games. Is it because of the nostalgia, or are old games just better in many ways? A lot of modern games today often feel generic and repetitive. Paid games feel like another boring game, and free games are filled with live service aspects like gacha, non-stop grinding, or a pointless competitive rank system. But from time to time, we all have that one old game we keep revisiting or want to play for the first time. Even in gaming industry, we see a trend where game developers remake their best games for modern platforms. People want more remakes of the classics. For example, the Persona 3 remake of the original PlayStation 2 version. The Final Fantasy 7 remake is a redo of the PlayStation 1 classic. Resident Evil 4, Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl also got remakes. The list goes on and on. People are also still playing old JRPGs like Kingdom Hearts and Chrono Trigger, along with retro games from emulators, whether it's their first time playing these classics, or they just want to revisit the nostalgia. The question remains, what draws them back to these classics? Is it because of the nostalgia? Are old games more fun to play? Or are we just growing old? I posted a voting on these questions within my YouTube community. 70% of the 10 votes revealed that they prefer old games more. The reason is that they feel old games usually offer a complete experience. Microtransactions, gacha, and live service are not the norms back then. What you buy is what you get. As my friend Zapier commented, even if that experience had cut content or whatever, no one would know unless one followed developer interviews. Casual people playing older games knew what they're getting. Game bad, sell it off, give it away, done. Game good, replay, enjoy and share. Other reason that we can talk about is the fact that back then, video games weren't as saturated as today. Developers had to innovate for new gameplay experiences. Let's look at Yasuhiro Wada, for example, the creator of the original Harvest Moon games, the pioneer of farming live sim games we all know and love today. He didn't just innovate with a new genre, he also explored many ideas and twists possible with limited technology and budget back then. From 2D pixel game to 3D farming games, his team goes from Harvest Moon's Nest to Harvest Moon Back to Nature, then Harvest Moon Save the Homeland, and many more. Futuristic farming? His team made Innocent Life, a futuristic Harvest Moon. More than one cities? We have Harvest Moon, The Tale of Two Towns. The innovation was constant. Then Concerned Ape, inspired with Harvest Moon, created Stardew Valley, a farming live sim with modern updates and many more content in one game. Fast forward to today, I lose count with how many farming games out there, and they are starting to lose the uniqueness. Older games were often the pioneers. They pushed the boundaries, creating memorable first experiences that new games often fall short to do. This also answers the question, are older games better just because of the nostalgia? Nostalgia is a big part, but it's not just the nostalgia. You might still remember the first time you played Tekken with your siblings or parents, the first time you played Final Fantasy 7 on PlayStation 1, or the first time you play Super Mario Bros. It's the innovation from game developers that made those experiences unforgettable. Growing up playing these classics, we cannot help but be drawn back to those simpler times, with less responsibilities and less stress. So, a new question might pop into your head right now. How can you enjoy modern video games since nothing is new anymore? Well, of course it's still possible. Some modern video games still innovate, but it's harder to find the good ones since so many new games get released every single day. Look at Death Stranding, a game where you are a courier in a post-apocalyptic world. Big releases like Baldur's Gate 3, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and Nier Automata continue to push boundaries or support more indie games. They are often the people who push boundaries with their limitation. Games like Undertale, Before Your Eyes, A Space for the Unbound, most of the unreleased games from Game Maker Toolkit's Jam, and an indie game called One Dreamer that nobody ever heard before. But that last one is for another video. I still haven't recovered from my ugly crying thanks to playing that game. These are the hidden treasures that deserve your support. So, the answers of why older games feel better than modern games is because of their innovation combined with your first time experiencing the games. Older games has their own charm, especially the look thanks to the technology limitation, those pixel art style, and those weird polygons from PS1 era are always timeless. And for modern games, it's not that they're becoming worse or bad, it's just because there is too many games available to play right now. In conclusion, we have explored the timeless appeal of older games, not only because of the nostalgia, but also in the innovative experiences they offered. As we are questioning how to enjoy modern games, remember that innovation still exists, whether it's through big releases or supporting indie developers. So, what do you think about the video? Do you enjoy old games or modern games more? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. Like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And here's my other video YouTube recommend to you. Until next time, and thanks for watching.